Hey there! This video would talk about one of the most significant intellectual revolution that blew up the entire human revolution. Name us the Darwinian Revolution. So don't try to skip and just stay tuned to us until the end. We formulated some questions that may help us to understand Darwinian Revolution. First question, who is Charles Darwin? Second question, what is the Darwinian Revolution all about? Third question, why it became revolutionary? Let's go on with the first question. Who is Charles Darwin? Charles Darwin is an English naturalist proposed whose scientific theory of evolution by natural selection became the foundation of modern evolutionary studies, showing how man evolved from lower life forms. Darwin has passionate interest in natural science. He was offered a place on the HMS Beagle to act as a natural scientist on a voyage to the coast of South America. At that time, religion was a powerful force in the society, and most of the people took the Bible as the infallible literal word of God. Whoever disrespects against dogma of the Christian faith will be exposed to severe punishment.
However, on the voyage, Darwin increasingly began to see evidence of life being much older. He considered a lot of references. Some of these was from the book of Charles Lyell,
Principle of Geology,
which stated that species like geologic features evolved gradually and died out gradually. He also read about the principle of population by Thomas Malthus, where he concluded that there was an analogy between the influence of the human breeder and horticulturist and an action of natural selection. And also, he was amazed to the paper of Alfred Wallace entitled On the Law, which has regulated the introduction of new species that contributed a lot to Darwin's theory.
After his publication, there were controversies urging the said theory. Naturally, English creationists and most Catholic Bible readers ferociously rejected evolution theory and found a theory that supports their claim, which was the natural theology by William Paley. The philosophers and theologians argued that the functional design of organisms manifests the existence of an all-wise creator. Whenever there is a design, there is a designer. The existence of a watch evidences the existence of a watchmaker. Now, let's go on to the second question. What is the Darwinian Revolution all about?
The Darwinian Revolution is all about a biological evolution stating that all species of organisms arise and develop through the natural selection of small, inherited variations that increase the individual's ability to compete, survive, and reproduce. It has also included the broad concepts of transmutation of species or evolution, which gained general scientific acceptance after Darwin published On the Origin of Species in 1859. This revolution includes his book On the Origin of Species, his first book that he published after his voyage. It was a theory of evolution by means of natural selection, where it stated that individuals of a species are not identical. Traits are passed from generation to generation. More offspring are born than can survive. Only the survivors of the competition for resources will reproduce. The variations of individuals give some members of the species advantages in the competition to survive and reproduce. Those advantageous traits will be passed to the next generation.
The gist of this theory was those who inherited desirable traits will most likely fail in survival in the given environment, and those who doesn't adopt desirable trait will be mostly likely go on through extinction.
Lastly, the third question, why it became revolutionary? This Darwinian revolution had created a world view that everything should be explained by natural cause, and that any reference or reliance on supernatural causes was anti-intellectual and against human reason.
It also completed the Copernican revolution by drawing out for biology the notion of nature as a lawful system of matter in motion. The adaptation and diversity of organisms, the origin of novel and highly organized forms, even the origin of humanity itself could now be explained by an orderly process of change governed by natural laws. and also offered a possible and logical explanation regarding the origin of species, their ancient situations, and how they are connected to the environment.
That's all for this video. We hope you enjoy and become more knowledgeable about Darwinian Revolution. Thank you for listening.